Hi, so I am at my old apartment and I figured that I would give you guys an apartment tour. There's still some things here, but they are being tossed out before we turn the keys over later this week. So I just want to give you guys an apartment tour to finally show you guys my home for the last 6 years. So grab a snack, besties, grab a drink, and let's go ahead and show you guys my home, or what was once my home. Okay, so we're gonna start off in my garage. I have a 2-car garage, but it's like a long garage. Let me show you. So this is my garage. That's my car. But this has like been our 2-car garage. So I would always park right here and then Corey park behind me, but this is our garage. I never really liked having this 2-car garage like this. Like it's very, very, very long. I never really liked it because it made it difficult the days that I would have to go to work and Corey would still be here. We'd have to back out his car, then move my car. So it became kind of a hassle, kind of annoying to deal with, but yeah, we made it work for the last 6 years. I mean, it's a lot of space, like truly it's a lot of space, but this is how we always came in and out of the home. We always came through the garage. We never actually came through the front door because it was just easier for my dogs for us to come in this way. But this is where we turn. And then we go into this way into my apartment. This was our washer dryer. It was included in the unit. So we come in here and our door was right here and we had our little washer dryer right here. And then if I shut the door, right over here was a little storage cabinet. So this is where we kept all of our cleaning supplies. So we had little bookshelf back there that had all of the hand sanitizers, the Cloroxes, the Windexes. We had all the mops, brooms, dustpans, everything hanging right here. We store all my dog food, my cat food, everything would be all right here, and anything extra. This is, like I said, this leads upstairs, which someone officially did move in, by the way. But this is the little extra bedroom that we would have, I guess, or a room that we'd have, just a little storage closet. I really enjoyed it because, like I said, it stored so much in here. So we definitely got a lot of space out of this unit. Then we open up the hallway this way, and this leads to my living room. So right over here, it did come with a little desk, and we'd have the cat litter actually right down here, but this came like a little desk and some shelves, which is really convenient to have, honestly. It just became a little extra storage unit area, but we really did enjoy it. So this was, yeah, kind of where we had cat litter and extra stuff. I put my keys, and we put all the keys and everything that we needed right here, easy access and stuff like that. Callie and Jace's cat food would be right there, so they were there away from the dogs. And we had the little baby grate right here because Kaya would love to eat their cat shit. So we had to kind of block it off. My cats would crawl underneath or jump over top of it. Mostly they just crawled underneath the baby gate and they jumped up for their food, and that's just kind of where they ate for the last 6 years, because we had to keep it off the floor because both my dogs would eat their food. So moving from here, we walk down this hallway. Now, mind you, there's still some stuff here, so just bear with me, but I'm gonna show you guys my living room. So right in here was a little coat closet, and this is where I'd also just put the vacuum, so a little coat closet in here, little coat closet in there. But we turn this way, and this was my living room right here. So this is all getting trashed. We just kept the bed here for whenever we were fixing up the apartment. We just had the dog still here, and this is gonna get thrown away. We're gonna patch up some holes. But over here, this is where I had my dining table. I had my Peloton right there along with my Christmas tree. This is a bay window, so it leads to, that's the front door right there. But then we'd have a whole lakefront view right here, which is really nice. But this was where I had my dining room stuff and everything like that right here, along with my Christmas tree and or Peloton. And then my big sectional couch was right over here. So I had my TV and my entertainment system right here, and I had a big long sectional couch right over here. So you guys can see where I definitely patched up some holes, because we have floating shelves with pots and we have plants and everything hanging there, and all designs. So we had to patch up the holes so that they wouldn't get mad at us for it. But yeah, this was where we have our living room. I loved having the accent wall. We don't have to paint it back because they are completely refurbishing this entire apartment, so we do not have to paint it back. In fact, we don't really have to clean because they're getting rid of all this. All of this is going away. Every single thing that you guys see in here, that's going away. This entire kitchen is going away. Everything you guys see is going away. They're completely redoing the entire apartment. Yeah, this is my living room. Over here is my front door. And then you turn this way, and this is my kitchen. So pretty high bar top right here. But this was my kitchen, and like I said, don't mind some of the stuff, but they're getting rid of all of this right here. So we have a little double sink, we have the cabinets, the stove, the fridge. We'd have like a little broken window. We will be charged for that because my dogs did destroy that. And then over here is like the dog food, and we have like a little water, Zephyr Hills area with like a little water machine right there, like water dispensary and like my trash can and stuff. But like I said, we've been kind of fixing everything up. But this was my living room, and I already know how this apartment's going to turn into. I'll go ahead and place a clip in because I got to tour one of the newer units to see like what it would look like. I actually got to tour my upstairs neighbor unit because they wanted to show me like what our apartment could turn into, because they were trying to keep us here and we said no, but they were trying to keep us here, so they gave me a tour of what the apartment looked like. So you guys will see that it's going from this to this kitchen right here. So much better, such a better looking kitchen. The countertop this was really high, but they're gonna cut it down really low. Definitely gonna make it a little bit better. All the flooring is gonna turn to wood flooring for some odd reason on a second floor. I don't think it should, but yeah, so this is what my apartment looks like, and this is what it's gonna look like now. As you guys can see, pretty big difference, but this has been my home for 6 years. And right down here, this is Callie's marks on the wall. I miss her. These are her marks. This is Jace's marks right over here as well, and it's gonna be so weird not seeing this anymore. Then we're gonna come over this way, and I'm gonna show you guys the beauty room first. So this is where you turn on the hall. We have a pillow blanket closet right here, but this is the guest bathroom, my room, and Corey's office. But let me go ahead and show you guys my room first. Okay, so this was Corey's door right here, and then this was my beauty room right here. So you open it up, and this was my beauty room slash office slash library. As you guys can see, it is definitely a big room compared to what I have now. Don't get me wrong. I actually am I'm starting to enjoy my little tiny space. A lot of you guys said it's really nice for me to have an office separate from a beauty space, so I can kind of keep things separate, keep like my gaming, my reading kind of all separate. But this is my beauty room. So over here I had a bookshelf. Over here was my entire desk where I did all my editing and my other jobs. Over here was my entire beauty section, was all right here. And then over here was my entire library. But like I said, I kind of go more in depth over in the beauty room tour if you guys do want to check that out. This is a really decent sized room. The first time that me and Corey saw this, we immediately knew that this was going to be my beauty space. We're like, oh my gosh. Now, originally we were going to go in the other room, but then Corey's like, no, take this room. There's so much more space. You can put like your library and everything in that. So that's kind of what we did. And then over here, this was my storage closet for all my backgrounds and stuff like that. So this is where I put all my backgrounds, anything YouTube related, all went into this closet right over here. So pretty decent size. This is actually the size of the closets that I have right now in the new house. So that kind of like works out for me. But yeah, guys, this was my beauty room. This is where I did all my beauty stuff. This is where all the magic happened. Pretty decent size space. I will say so for myself. Like I said, the house is 250 square foot bigger, but the rooms in this apartment are definitely a lot bigger than the rooms in the new house, but that's honestly okay. But yeah, this is where all the magic happened. Right here, this is where like the stairs led to upstairs. So the stairs go up, and then the stairs go up and then over. So I always heard people kind of coming and going because the garage is also right there too. So yeah, this is where I did all of my YouTube stuff. And I feel like it's a really decent sized room for what it is. Truly. I love this room. I will always love this room. I have a lot of great memories in this room. And yeah, I just wanted to show you guys what this beauty room looked like. Okay, so behind this door here is actually Corey's office slash guest room. He literally had a sign right there that I think that said office too. So you open the door up, and this was our guest room slash Corey's office. If you guys hear back in the background, it's just us cleaning. But this was Corey's office space right here. So originally this started off as like a library slash office, but then because I had my bookshelves originally over there, but then Corey really wanted to get into streaming, so he ended up getting his whole setup in his desk right here. And then we ended up getting a bed. So whenever guests came over, this is where they stayed. We had I think a full size, or no, I think a queen size bed right here that's now set up in the new guest room. And Corey's desk was right here, plus a chair. So there really wasn't much space for the guests. Like the bed would be half against the wall, and the guests would have to climb over the bed to get on either side. The guests had to climb like on one side of the bed if there was two. Like whenever Betty and Zane stayed over, Paige and Jarvis, like one would have to crawl up and one would have to crawl this way just because we didn't have space on the other side. But yeah, this was Corey's office / guest room. So it's really nice for the first time having our office together because now we actually have a dedicated guest room. This was the guest closet, pretty decent size. Like I would say it's a pretty decent size for what it was. I love the 2 different lightings, by the way. But yeah, pretty decent size for a closet in here. At least I enjoy the closet space in here. We just kind of use this for like our video games and office, equipment and just some extra stuff. Like this is like our corner, like our storage little area where we put Christmas gifts and everything like that in here. So, and this was the guest room / Corey's office. And yeah, I got a lot of use. That is so we can still have Wi-Fi over here. So pretty decent size for what it was. We got a great use out of it. And yeah. Okay, now we're gonna go to the guest bathroom. So this is the guest bathroom. This is all coming down. We just wanna make sure we clean the tub one more time, but this was our guest bathroom. We did have like the little decorations and stuff like that, but we kind of took that all down. But all this we're gonna go ahead and take with us. We just wanted to have it here in case we were like coming in and out of the apartment to clean or do stuff. We wanted to have a bathroom still to use, or if someone was here with us, we want them to have a bathroom. But this was my guest bathroom. Nothing too special at all, but this was the guest bathroom. And now let's go into the master bedroom. It is a pretty decent size master bedroom. Those are actually coming with me today, so that's why I have them over there. But they're getting rid of the carpet completely. They're replacing actually this with a wood floor. So this is all going away, but this is the master bedroom right over here. So over here, this is where we had like our dresser right here with our TV. What a weird angle, but this actually like hits the kitchen, which I've already showed you guys. So yeah, this is where we had our dresser with the TV. And then over here, I did have a little bookshelf with just some like random assortment of stuff. Right over here, this is where Koa's bed was. So you guys can see the little scratch marks on the wall. Yeah, that's courtesy of Koa. And then over here was my nightstand. The king size bed was right here. That was Corey's nightstand. And then Kaya's bed was like right around this vicinity right here. We had 2 separate beds. We had Kaya's bed, we had Koa's bed. And yeah, this was our master bedroom. Pretty decent size, I will say. The lighting sucked in here, so we had to get like our own lamps. And then this is the window that goes to our like outside patio area. But yeah, this is where I slept. This is where like a lot of like I don't know, I laid here a lot and I read. But yeah, this is our master bedroom. I feel like it's a pretty decent size for master bedroom. I think our master bedroom might be the same size in our new house. I'm not entirely sure. I think what kind of ruins it is this like really weird slanted wall. But yeah, so it made it kind of difficult because like the TV had to be like facing that way. So we had to kind of watch it at an angle, but it is what it is. We didn't feel like putting anything like on a swivel and like turning it towards us. So we were pretty just content with what it was. We mostly just put it on for like rain sounds to help us sleep. We didn't watch too much TV in here unless we were like doing laundry or like when I had to do my colonoscopy and stuff like that. We didn't always watch a lot of TV in here. But yeah, this is the master bedroom. And then right in here is the master closet. So let me go ahead and show you guys the master closet. Okay, so this is going to be the master closet. This is one of the things that like sold me on this apartment was when I walked in here. I was like, oh my God, this closet is huge, especially if you see compared to the closet that I have now. It's like half the size, but this is my master closet. Like this could have been a like 4th bedroom, let me tell you. Okay, so ready, you open the door. This is how big my master closet is. I mean, do you guys see how much space is in here? Like this literally could have been, let me do like a 5x zoom, hold on. Like, look at this. This literally could have been a 4th bedroom. Do we see how big this master closet is? It's huge, it's huge. I loved my master closet so much. I just love how big this is. Like, I miss it. I miss this closet. This is literally a whole ass bedroom. Like literally a whole ass bedroom. Like look at it. Look at how big this thing is. So when you see this, when you see this, you start to realize that the closet that I have now is so tiny compared to this. But yeah, I told Corey that like had we like owned this place, like owned it, I honestly would have probably taken out the shelving right here and put all bookshelves and had this be like an actual like library room with like a door that shuts. I would have like the chair right here, or maybe in this little corner right here, and then have bookshelves. I would have lighting, and I would turn this into a library. I've said that every single time. I've always come in this closet for the last 6 years. That's what I would do if like this was like a house where I owned it. But yeah, look how massive. Like seriously, look how massive this freaking room is. Y'all, it's huge. Man, I love this closet. This is my favorite, and I hope to one day own a closet just as big as this again. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy with the closet I have now. It's just a lot smaller compared to what I'm used to. So me and Corey are trying to figure out how to balance and share space together, because like I owned majority of this closet up in here. But yeah, we're trying to figure out a new balance for our closet space. But yeah, look at how massive this closet is, y'all. Huge. And it's one that I definitely miss. As you guys can see, I feel like this was a pretty decent size apartment for me and Corey. This was our 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage we lived in for 6 years. And the crazy part about this, guys, when we first got this unit, rent was $16.35. We got it right in we got it right in May of 2020 during COVID time. It was literally $100 more than our 1-bedroom. Our 1-bedroom was $15.50, and this is going for $16.35, so less than $100. And we saw that, we transferred, and it stayed pretty low up until like the last 2 years. Like it literally went an $800 increase in 1 year. We were like so shocked. Like it literally went an $800 increase, and we complained about it. They were like, yeah, that's how it is around here. So our rent ended when they wanted us to renew at $27.48, which you guys said was pretty cheap compared to a lot of areas that you guys live. But when we first moved into our unit, being $16.35 to $27.48, it's just, that's a lot. That's a lot that it went up. And we found our house, the 3 bedrooms, 2 bath. It's 250 square foot more, and we have a fully fenced in backyard to the dog for a lot cheaper than what we're paying here. We're very excited for what we found. I will always love this home. I will love everything about this home. This was my home for 6 years, and I've had the most attachment to this apartment than I've had to any other apartment. My 1-bedroom apartments I lived in previously to this, I was not nearly attached to. Like the one I lived in for 8 years, it was easy for me to leave. I was like, yeah, peace out. But this one's hard. This one's been my home. I really love this apartment. I think it's because this is our first big apartment. Everything else was like a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. This is the first time we ever had like a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. So this generally felt like a home. So yeah, this is the master bedroom. Now let me go ahead and move on to the master bathroom. So this is the master bath right over here. Again, we just kind of kept some things in case we need to clean, but this is going to be the master bathroom. Not too much difference from the guest bathroom. This is a jacuzzi style tub, which I can this is a jacuzzi style tub, which I'll go ahead and show you guys a little like image of it right here. Really nice, really big, really nice and spacious. I really have enjoyed this tub. Me and Corey sitting there together and take long showers and just have great conversations and whatnot. Now I don't have that at my place. I have like a standing shower, which is really weird. And then we're gonna have like a little like medicine closet like right over here as well. This is what I called it, medicine closet. But yeah, this was our master bathroom right over here. Not too shabby. So that was my apartment, and it feels really weird to like leave it behind. This has been my home. This has been my home for 6 years, and it's so weird because I was telling Corey that like I've never been attached to an apartment the way that I am this one. Our first apartment together, we were there for like 2 years, not even 2 years, like a year and a half, and then we left. Our second apartment together, we were there for 8 years, a pretty long time, but I just didn't have the same attachment. And then we moved into a 2-bedroom here, that didn't work out. We moved into a 1-bedroom here. We're there for about a year or so. No, maybe about 2 years. And then we moved from there, and then we moved here literally right before we got COA, because we didn't have the space for COA at the time, but we moved in right before we got COA. And yeah, we made this a home. This is like our first like true, like what I would say big home. It was 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and you know, Kaya got to be here. She's a year old when she moved in here, and we got Koa, we had Callie and Jace, and this was like their last home. Everything good that happened to me was in this apartment. I got married, my YouTube hit 30,000 and then 40,000. I had my collabs. I went back to work. Like, so much bad happened to me here, but so much good also happened to me here too. And this has been my home for 6 years, and I don't know why I have such an attachment to it, but I do. I'm gonna miss this place. I'm gonna miss this place. I'm gonna miss this area. I'm gonna miss this community. I'm gonna miss the pool. I'm gonna miss the walks that me and Corey used to go on all the time here, when I'd be walking in the apartment complex, or I'd be out on this really long, winding forest trail path. I'm gonna miss the field that we would go to. I'm gonna miss a lot of things about this area, because this has been my home for a very, very, very long time. And even before I moved into here, this just particular area has been my home since 2011. So I'm gonna really miss this area. I'm gonna miss everything about this. And I feel so silly. I feel so silly crying over an apartment, but this was something that kept me safe and made me happy. And I'm just gonna miss this place a lot. And I'm sure I'll find happiness at the house. There are things I really like about it, and there's things that like I'm not used to, and things that I'm not the biggest fan of, but I'm sure eventually I'll feel the same way. It's just right now I don't. Right now it doesn't feel like home. It just feels like a place that I'm renting. I don't have that home vibe. I'm gonna miss it. And I never showed you guys this apartment before. You guys would see like it in, like, if I ever was doing like check-ins, I'd be standing in that window right there. You guys would see it there. Or when I did like my Nubituti try-on haul, there's sometimes you guys would see like the hallway, maybe the kitchen, the living room every once in a while, but you guys actually never saw the full picture. I just kind of kept it to myself. And now that I'm leaving, I want to hold on to it one more time and just tell it thank you. Thank you for the life you gave me here, and for the memories I built. And I really hope that the next person who moves in here, I hope that they find this place as warm and inviting as I did. And I hope they find this place as comforting, and I hope they call this place a home the way that I did. I really do. So that is my apartment tour. One day I'll show you guys the house tour too. We're still nowhere near being settled in at all. The garage is still full of boxes. I'm still living out of like garbage bags or clothes. Just really haven't had the time to do anything with it. But I wanted to show you guys this place because I said that I would, and I really hope that you know, liked it the way that I did. Nothing special, but it was to me. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys have not already. So I do post 3 to 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel. It's All for the Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful page members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, besties, I love you. I'll see you guys in the very next video. Bye.